As we near the end of the year, some of you may be looking to start planning your travels for next year. Condé Nast Traveler's Gold List is out today with top-rated hotels, cruise ships, and other destinations for 2026. And you don't have to travel far or take out a second mortgage for some of these experiences. So let's bring in Erin Florio. She is the Global Features Director for Condé Nast Traveler. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
So the first question, of course, is going to be about money, because we just did a whole segment about how prices are high and people are feeling the pinch. The job market isn't great. So when people are thinking about getting away in this environment, what should they keep in mind?
Well, first I just want to say it is a really exciting day because the Gold List is out today at Condé Nast Traveler, and you know, it's a list that we really care about and we love to put together. But I hear you and we hear you,
yeah.
And I think it's really important to remember that luxury travel doesn't necessarily mean hyper expensive. There's a space for everybody, and I think it's really important also to remember, you know, it's important to support the travel industry too at this time. I think sometimes people are quick to maybe sort of change their plans, but it's important to keep going, and we have some actually affordable options on our Gold List this year. You know, you can get these great places for just a couple $100s a night, which, you know, is really a bargain, especially with the types of luxury experiences that come with these places around the world.
All right, so let's talk about how you guys put this Gold List together. What's the process?
Yes, so it is our list of the editor's favorite hotels and cruises around the world. And, you know, we are really, really strict about the way we approach this. Of course, we have our favorites that we start off with, but we importantly only put properties and cruises on this list that we have personally been to within the past year.
Okay.
So a lot of them are classics, but we need to know that they're still on the level and they've really maintained themselves over time.
All right, so let's talk about the United States before we go abroad. What are some of the top destinations here in this country?
Yeah, so, you know, travel into the United States has actually been down this year, and I think it's really important. We, especially at Condé Nast Traveler, we really want to, you know, support our industry and remind people of great American hospitality. So this year, we've really gone big on the icons of American hospitality. So we've got places like the Gasparilla Inn, which is a classic, beautiful, you know, pastel-colored resort in Florida. We have the Biltmore in Asheville, which itself is sort of coming out of a recovery period after the hurricane hit a couple years ago in North Carolina. We've got upstate New York, an amazing property called The Point on Lake Saranac, which is sort of old school, you know, return to sort of lakeside glamour resorting. And then, of course, we have really, really fun, iconic properties like the Beverly Hills Hotel in LA, which is just always a favorite.
So you've done cruises this year. You do cruises every year. As a journalist, I always I probably look at all cruises with a jaundiced eye because we do so much reporting on disasters at sea. My colleague Tony Decopel, he loves cruises. He's like, I'll take a nice cruise anytime. And I'm like, would you? So what am I missing about, like, what I should be thinking about if I want to go on a cruise?
Okay, so be careful of the danger of the single narrative. You know, you're only hearing the bad stuff, but there's so much good stuff in cruises. And what we've really seen this year, so if last year was all about the rise of the mega ship, where we were seeing the biggest ships in the world being created earlier this year, our Gold List is really about bringing things back to the intimacy of cruising. So smaller vessels really appear in a big way on this list. For example, we have the Sea Dream yacht, which only has about 100 or so people on board, so really intimate. We have the Windstar cruises that are, you know, they only bring a couple hundred people throughout French Polynesia. And finally, one of my favorites is a new cruise. It's only a few years old, but it's really launched in a big way, called the World Traveler from Atlas, and it's taking people to the hardest to reach destinations in the world, and can get into those ports that many other ships can't because of its size.
All right, before you go, we both have kids who are young. What is for you, what is the most family-friendly but nice place that you like to go to with the kids and the family?
Oh, well, I have to say, I mean, I think, I know I've already sort of shouted it, but the Gasparilla Inn in Florida is just so
it's good
special.
For kids, family friendly?
Yeah, and I think it's pulling back in that sort of old Southern hospitality. It's just a beautiful, iconic space, and everybody that goes there has a lot of fun.
Okay, very cool. I'm going to put it on the list. Erin Florio, always good to have you. Thank you very much for stopping by.
Thank you.